I'll be the show with a good one coming at you. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Tyler Glasnow.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. Liner snagged at first. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Andrew McCutchen.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Brian Reynolds now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating. Not just a tall pitcher, he's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
One down, base is empty.
Oh. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Glasnow in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. Runner on the go. There's a swing and a drive. And no one can get there. Coming around third is Reynolds. He scores and they have the lead. That holds the runner at second base.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 out, runner at second. And Manuel Valdez, the next Pirate to hit. That one close, rule the ball. And that is ball 1. Man at second.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2 balls, no strike.
On the ground, right side. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. This is Joey Bart.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 2-0.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Stepping in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fought off foul. Valdez off of first with 2 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. On the ground. Throw on to Freeman, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Pirates 2, the Dodgers coming to bat. Back here in L.A., and today's starter, Mitch Keller.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. So, back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Cruz makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Cruz makes the play, 2 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
2 out, space is empty. That one fouled off. On the ground right side. Frazier on to first in time. And Freeman is retired. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. And they're down 2-0. And we're back. The batter now, Adam Frazier. Glass now back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 8th, left fielder Tommy Pham.
Here's Tommy Pham. Right through there for a strike. Glass now, ready and deals. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Frazier gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, shortstop Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Hit on the ground, might be two. Over to second for one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Pirates 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
And that one fouled off. Hernandez with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Cruz settles under this one. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, center fielder Tommy.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Off. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. The batter now will be Will Smith. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting seventh, second baseman
Michael Conforto will climb in. Up the middle, Kiner-Falefa. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for L.A. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake. Well, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Right through there, got him. And one gone.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ryan Reynolds here. Singled and scored his first time. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And strike two. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
In safely with a double, his second of the day.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Manuel Valdez, the next Pirate to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And that one almost hit him. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hernandez pulls it down, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's Muncy to hit. Swing and a foul straight back.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring.
And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
This ball's chopped on the ground. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, shohei ohtani.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Fly to center his first time. Up the middle. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. And they get Ohtani for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Muncy on 3rd with 2 out. Base hit, left center field. The run scores from 3rd. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Freeman swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Line drive. Frazier tosses to first, and Hernandez is out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Start of the fourth. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. And a foul ball. Bart measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Yeah, that's fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That's in there. 0-2 now.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Swing and a miss. Glass now with the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Adam Frazier, the next Pirate to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Just missed.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for them there. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Pirates 2 and the Dodgers 1. Back here in L.A., bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Tommy Edman. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's deep. And in one hops the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Man at second. And a big swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Out to short. Dives, but it's off his glove. No throw. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. First and second, no outs. And here is Michael Conforto. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Going 2 now. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Doubled in his first AB. And fouled off.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Left-hand hitter waits. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases. His first homer of the year, and now they're out front. It's 4-2. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
And now it's going to be Andy Pajes. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 2 in this one. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runner at second here, one gone. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Bart gets to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. In the dirt, but cut close.
No ball. One strike.
That one inside. Look out.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
2 outs. That's hard hit in the line. And that's just foul. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. That funky Muncy with the homer for LA. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the left fielder, Tommy Pham. Glasnow back to work. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Pirates, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Now batting, shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
And now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 0 for 1 so far.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
One down, base is empty. Strike 2. Goes down looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. That's in there. 0-1. And that one finds its way through. And Bryan Reynolds with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the designated hitter,
Bryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Next offering misses down and away.
1-1.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strike.
Good job to fight that one off. Cruz, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Pirates 2. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
That one ripped. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his 2nd hit.
Oh, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Mitch Keller is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Paul Skeens.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And now, Teoscar Hernandez.
1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Late swing fouled off. Got him swinging. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Don't see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Bullpen action for the Pirates. Ryan Borucki appears to be getting loose. Heaney getting cranked up as well. strike two.
That was straight queso right there.
Out to short, Connor Falefa gets it to first, and they get Edman for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. He's 2 for 2. There's a strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fastball is outside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's the inning. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Pirates 2. Top of the 6th inning, and now it's Andrew McCutchen. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Edman sprinting for this one. And there's one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Valdez, batting with one down, takes a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Late swing, foul to the left. Oh, 0-2 now.
Ball. 1 and 2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Slings it across. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Joey Bart now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Hit in the air, center field. Edman in position. And that is that. 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Pirates 2. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. The batter will be Michael Conforto. That one at triple digits.
Ooh,
No ball.
Baya.
1 strike.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That one the other way, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here comes Max Muncy. He really made his presence felt back in the fourth inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
That one is absolutely belted. Cruz going back. Going. Gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-2. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Ryan Barucki, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Haney getting loose as well. Swing and a chopper out to short. To first, one away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, designated hitter, shohei ohtani.
So now here's the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
In the air, left side. Coming on is Pham to make the play, and there's two down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Two down, base is empty. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mookie Betts. Swings through that one for strike one.
No ball, one strike.
Swing and a miss. Base is empty, two away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here is Freddie Freeman. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Betts off of first with 2 away. That one pushed to the left and foul. Smoked on the ground a second. Whips it to first. That ends the inning. That funky Muncy with the homer for L.A. Now a 6-2 ball game. Back here in L.A., top of inning number 7 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. In the air out towards right center. Reaching down and makes the grab.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Here's Adam Frazier, 1 for 2. Clips the corner, and it's 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's going to be Tommy Pham. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now a chance for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And it's fouled away. The Dodgers leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. On the corner for a strike. 0-2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. So one left for Pittsburgh. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Heaney.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Heaney, a 6'2 southpaw. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Kiner-Falefa throws the first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Tommy Edman at the plate. 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pham. And it's caught for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Michael Conforto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. That's the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Eighth inning coming up. It's the back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Glasnow back to work. There's the strike. Glasnow still out there to pitch the eighth and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one. And at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive. That was a pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Next is the Pirates DH, Brian Reynolds. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with number 9 for him in this game. 9 at the plate. Andrew McCutchen. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there. And that's strike 2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Muncy digs in. Foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Out to center. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Now batting left fielder.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Throws to first in time.
Now batting designated hitter.
2 down, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning for Mookie Betts. Here's Betts.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Lays out and makes the play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the first base. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Liner, base hit. One gone, runner at first. Brian Hayes digs in now. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. Glove side, but it gets through. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with two strikes right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Frazier in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two on, one out. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. And the Pirates with only one out left. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Tommy Pham. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs, two in scoring position here at the top of the ninth. The Pirates down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle of the pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.